In a world where the noise of chaos often drowns out the whispers of peace, we all seek a sanctuary, a place within which calmness reigns supreme. This video is your guide to finding that inner sanctuary. It's about shedding the weight of worries that cloud our minds and obscure the joy and light of our lives. Today, we journey together through the art of letting go, discovering along the way how to transform our fears into freedom and our anxieties into peace. Expect to uncover practical steps that will lead you to tranquility, emotional insights to navigate the rough waters of your thoughts, and transformative wisdom that has the power to reshape your perspective on life. This isn't just about letting go, it's about moving forward into a brighter, lighter future. Get ready to learn, to grow, and most importantly, to find peace in the chaos of everyday life. Join us on this journey toward serenity, where every step is a leap toward the joy and calmness you deserve. Worries are like shadows. They follow us around, growing longer and more intimidating as the day wears on, yet they cannot withstand the light. Have you ever noticed how a small thought, a minor concern, starts to grow in your mind, turning into a mountain of worry? It's because worries feed on our fears and insecurities, magnifying themselves until they dominate our thoughts. It's like planting a seed in your garden. If you nurture it with your attention and let it take root, it will grow. But in this case, what grows isn't something beautiful or beneficial. It's a relentless vine that can choke out the joy in your life. Holding on to worries doesn't just cloud our minds. It has a profound impact on our emotional and physical well-being. Like carrying a backpack that gets heavier with each step, the burden of our worries weighs us down, draining our energy and diminishing our spirit. This load can cause sleepless nights and tension in our relationships, and it can even manifest as physical symptoms like headaches or fatigue. Just as a boat can only handle so much weight before it starts to sink, our bodies and minds have their limits. When we cling to our worries, we risk submerging our health, happiness, and sense of peace. But why do we hold on so tightly to these worries? Often it's because we believe on some level that our worrying will protect us, and that if we think through every possible outcome, we can prevent pain or failure. However, the irony is that in holding on so tightly to our fears of what might happen, we miss out on the beauty and potential of what is happening right now. Letting go of worries is an art, a practice of releasing the mental burdens that keep us from experiencing the fullness of life. It's a misconception to think that letting go means not caring or giving up on our dreams and responsibilities. On the contrary, it's about caring enough for ourselves to detach from outcomes we cannot control and focus our energy on what we can influence. Letting go is a liberating process that frees us from the chains of unnecessary stress, allowing us to live more fully in the present moment. To truly let go, we must first understand what it is we're holding on to. Worries often stem from our fears about the future or regrets about the past. They are born from our imagination's darker corridors, creating scenarios that have not yet and may never come to pass. Recognizing this is the first step towards mastering the art of letting go. It involves seeing our worries for what they truly are, constructs of our mind that serve little purpose in our pursuit of happiness and peace. One common myth about letting go is that it suggests a form of denial, a way of ignoring the realities of life. However, letting go is quite the opposite. It's an acknowledgement of life's uncertainties and an acceptance of our inability to control everything. By letting go, we don't deny reality. We accept it in its entirety, acknowledging that while we may steer the ship, we cannot command the sea. Setting realistic expectations is crucial in the process of letting go. It's understandable that while we might strive for perfection, life's beauty lies in its imperfections. Letting go teaches us to find peace within chaos and strength within vulnerability. This doesn't happen overnight. Like any skill, it requires practice, patience, and persistence. The journey towards letting go is unique for each individual and filled with challenges and rewards. Acknowledging our feelings without judgment is a powerful form of self-compassion that forms the foundation of letting go. It's about permitting ourselves to feel whatever it is we're feeling, whether it's fear, sadness, or anxiety, without criticizing ourselves for these emotions. This acknowledgement doesn't mean we let these feelings consume us, but that we recognize them as part of our human experience. Acceptance follows acknowledgement. It's the process of accepting our current reality, not as we wish it to be, but as it is. This doesn't mean we approve of every aspect of our lives or stop working towards change. Instead, acceptance is about recognizing that some things are beyond our control. In accepting our reality, we find the clarity and peace to focus on what we can change and let go of what we cannot. The art of letting go involves a gentle shift in perspective. It's seeing the glass half full instead of half empty, focusing on opportunities rather than obstacles. This shift doesn't diminish the challenges we face, but empowers you to approach them with a positive mindset. It encourages you to find joy in the journey, not just the destination. In practicing letting go, we learn to differentiate between what matters and what does not. Not every battle is worth fighting, and not every thought deserves our attention. This discernment allows us to conserve our energy for what truly enriches our lives, letting go of distractions that divert us from our path to fulfillment. Letting go also means forgiving ourselves for the times we've fallen short of our expectations. It's an act of kindness that acknowledges our efforts, even when we fail. This self-forgiveness is essential to moving forward, as it frees us from the shackles of past regrets and opens the door to new possibilities. Finally, the art of letting go teaches us to trust. Trust in ourselves, in the flow of life, and in the belief that whatever comes our way, we have the strength and resilience to face it. It's this trust that lays the foundation for a life lived with courage, grace, and a deep sense of peace. Through letting go, we discover not only the beauty of life's impermanence, but also the strength within ourselves to accept it. The journey to peace often begins with the conversations we have with ourselves. Our inner dialogue has the power to lift us up or pull us down. Positive self-talk is a beacon of light in moments of darkness, guiding us back to peace. It's about changing the narrative in our minds from one of doubt and fear to one of hope and strength. By consciously shifting our thoughts to focus on what's positive and affirming our ability to overcome challenges, we open the door to a more peaceful state of mind. Affirmations are the tools we use to reshape our internal dialogue. These powerful statements, when repeated with conviction, can transform our outlook on life. They're not just words, they're declarations of our intentions and beliefs. I am capable, I am strong, and I am at peace are not just sentences, they're the seeds from which confidence and tranquility grow. With each affirmation, we plant the roots of peace deeper within ourselves, creating a stable foundation for a calm and joyful life. The power of affirmations lies in their repetition and belief. It's not enough to simply say them. We must feel them resonate within us. This requires practice and patience. As we repeat these positive declarations, we're not just speaking to our present selves, but calling forth the peace and strength we seek to embody. Over time, This practice shifts our mindset from one that is easily swayed by external circumstances to one that remains steady and serene, anchored in a deep sense of self-belief. Engaging in new hobbies or activities serves as a bridge to peace, offering a path away from the turmoil of worry and stress. It's in doing and exploring that we find moments of joy and discovery. These activities, whether it's painting, hiking, cooking, or any other pursuit that sparks joy, provide a welcome distraction from the cycles of anxiety, allowing our minds to focus on the task at hand and the pleasure it brings. The joy of exploration lies in its novelty. Trying new things forces us out of our comfort zones, challenging us to grow and learn in ways we hadn't imagined. This process of discovery is inherently exciting, filling us with a sense of achievement and satisfaction. Each new hobby or activity is an adventure, a chance to explore unknown territories within ourselves and the world around us. This exploration is not just about distraction, it's about connection. As we engage with new hobbies, we connect with different aspects of our personalities, uncovering hidden talents and interests. These connections deepen our understanding of ourselves, fostering a sense of self-compassion and appreciation that is essential for peace. The more we explore, the more we realize the vast potential within us, inspiring a sense of wonder and contentment. Moreover, new activities often bring new communities into our lives. Joining a class, club, or online group related to our new hobby can introduce us to like-minded individuals who share our interests and passions. These connections can be sources of encouragement, inspiration, and support, reminding us that we are not alone in our journey. The friendships and bonds formed through these communities enrich our lives, adding another layer of joy and peace. In sum, the pursuit of peace is both an inward and an outward journey. Through positive self-talk and affirmations, we cultivate an inner sanctuary of calm. By trying new things and accepting the joy of exploration, we extend this peace outward, engaging with the world in ways that bring joy, connection, and fulfillment. These practical steps are not just actions, but investments in our well-being, leading us to a life marked by serenity and happiness. Creating healthy boundaries is akin to drawing a map of your personal space, clearly marking where others' territories end and yours begin. It's a declaration of your worth and an assertion of your right to protect your peace. In a world that constantly demands our time, attention, and energy, setting these boundaries is not just important, it's essential for our well-being. By defining what we will and will not accept, we take the first step toward preserving our mental and emotional health. Boundaries are not barriers meant to keep the world out. Rather, they are guidelines that help us navigate our relationships with respect and mutual understanding. They allow us to interact with others while maintaining our integrity and avoiding undue stress. When we establish clear boundaries, we communicate our needs and expectations to those around us, fostering healthier and more fulfilling relationships. Setting boundaries is an act of self-love. It means prioritizing our needs and giving ourselves permission to say no when something doesn't serve our well-being. This practice helps us conserve our energy for what truly matters and prevents us from overextending ourselves. In doing so, we honor our limits and teach others to do the same, cultivating a culture of mutual respect. Letting go of unnecessary stressors becomes easier when we have firm boundaries in place. These guidelines act as filters, distinguishing between what enhances our lives and what detracts from them. By setting boundaries, we assert control over our environment, deciding what influences we allow in our lives. This selective engagement is not about avoidance, but about making conscious choices for our peace and happiness. The process of setting boundaries is deeply personal and can be challenging, especially for those who are not used to asserting themselves. It may require introspection and an honest assessment of what we value and what we can tolerate. This journey of self-discovery is rewarding, as it leads to a deeper understanding of ourselves and a clearer vision of how we want to live our lives. Fear of conflict or the desire to please others can often deter us from setting boundaries. However, it's important to remember that setting boundaries is not an act of confrontation, but an expression of self-respect. It's not about making demands, but about stating our needs calmly and assertively. This clarity removes ambiguity and reduces the likelihood of misunderstandings, leading to more harmonious relationships. Boundaries also teach us to rely on our own validation rather than seeking approval from others. By establishing what is acceptable and unacceptable in our lives, we affirm our values and decisions. This self-reliance fosters a strong sense of self-esteem and confidence, qualities that are indispensable on the path to peace and contentment. Moreover, when we practice setting boundaries, we become better equipped to handle stress and adversity. Knowing that we have the power to protect our peace gives us the courage to face challenges head-on. It reinforces the belief that we are capable of navigating life's ups and downs while maintaining our equilibrium. Setting boundaries is also an exercise in compassion, both for ourselves and for others. It requires us to recognize and respect everyone's right to personal space and autonomy. In doing so, we build relationships based on genuine care and understanding, rather than obligation and resentment. This foundation of mutual respect is essential for lasting peace and happiness. In conclusion, setting boundaries is a vital practice for anyone seeking to live a peaceful, fulfilling life. It is an affirmation of our worth and a commitment to our well-being. By clearly defining our limits, we create a safe space for ourselves to grow, explore, and find joy. Boundaries are not walls, but bridges to a life of harmony, respect, and contentment. In the tapestry of life, each thread of experience and every shade of emotion contributes to the masterpiece we are creating. Letting go and finding peace is much like crafting this artwork. It's a deeply personal journey, unique to each of us. It's about learning to hold each moment lightly, to release what no longer serves us, and to cherish the calm amidst the chaos. This journey requires patience, compassion, and a gentle reminder that the path to serenity unfolds in its own time. Be kind to yourself, knowing that each step, no matter how small, is a part of your evolution towards peace. As we conclude this journey today, I encourage you not just to watch and listen, but to actively participate in the art of letting go. Implement the strategies we've explored. Engage in positive self-talk, dive into new hobbies, set your boundaries firmly, and most importantly, practice patience and kindness towards yourself. Remember, every effort counts, and every moment of peace you cultivate within yourself adds to the peace in the world. I invite you to share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Let's create a supportive community where we can learn from each other and grow together. Your story might just be the encouragement someone else needs to take their first step towards peace. And if you found value in this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Your support helps us create more content to guide and inspire this beautiful journey we're all on. Together, let's accept the journey towards peace step by step with open hearts and minds.